So, you want to own a McDonald's? You might think the first question is, how much money can you make? But that's actually the second question. The first one is, how much money do you need before you can even get started? Because owning a McDonald's isn't like opening a small burger shop. You aren't just buying a grill, hiring a few people, and putting up a sign. You're buying into one of the most established restaurant systems in the world. And getting into that system takes serious money. McDonald's currently says U.S. franchise candidates typically need at least $750,000 in non-borrowed, unencumbered personal funds. And that $750,000 isn't simply the price of a McDonald's. It is a financial requirement to even be considered. McDonald's also recommends having at least $100,000 in working capital for each restaurant. And there's another catch. You can't just pick your favorite location, hand over the money, and open tomorrow. You first have to go through McDonald's training program, which generally takes 6 to 12 months. Only after successfully completing the process can you be presented with available restaurant opportunities. So let's say you have the money, complete the training, and finally get a restaurant. Now the real economics begin. Imagine your restaurant is open 7 days a week. Customers are coming through the doors. They're ordering burgers, fries, drinks, McNuggets, and everything else on the menu. Let's use a simple example. Suppose the restaurant handles 600 transactions a day, and the average transaction is $10. That's 600 times $10 equals $6,000 a day. Over 30 days. $6,000 times 30 equals $180,000 a month. And over a year. $180,000 times 12 equals $2.16 million in annual sales. Now, $2.16 million sounds fantastic. But there's a problem. Sales are not profit. Not even close. Every time someone buys a burger, money immediately starts leaving the business. The food has to be purchased. The employees have to be paid. The restaurant needs electricity, equipment, maintenance, insurance, and technology. And then there's the cost of occupying the location. On top of that, a McDonald's franchise has ongoing payments to McDonald's. McDonald's franchise materials describe a monthly service fee based on a percentage of gross sales, rent arrangements that can include a base amount plus a percentage of sales, and advertising contributions. McDonald's also says restaurants are required to spend a minimum of 4% of gross sales annually on advertising and promotion. So our hypothetical $180,000 in monthly sales starts getting divided very quickly. And this is where owning a McDonald's becomes a real business rather than just a popular restaurant. Let's imagine, purely for illustration, that after all operating expenses, the restaurant eventually leaves you with 10% of sales before certain owner-specific costs and taxes. That would mean $180,000 times 10% equals $18,000 a month. Or $216,000 a year. Sounds pretty good, but here's the important part. That 10% is our hypothetical assumption. McDonald's does not promise franchisees a specific profit margin. The company itself says profitability depends on factors such as operating costs, occupancy costs, financing terms, and how effectively the franchisee operates the business. So the same McDonald's brand can produce very different economics in different locations. And that's where the risk comes in. Imagine your sales fall by 20%. Your revenue falls immediately, but your rent doesn't necessarily fall with it. Your equipment still needs maintenance. Your employees still need to be paid, and the restaurant still needs to operate. That's why a restaurant can have millions of dollars in annual sales and still be a difficult business to run. You aren't simply buying the McDonald's name. You're taking responsibility for the entire operation. McDonald's describes franchise ownership as hands-on. Franchisees are responsible for day-to-day operations, financial performance, leading their teams, and reinvesting in the business. But there's another reason the model can become extremely powerful. Scale. McDonald's says more than 90% of its U.S. franchise owners have 2 or more restaurants. So imagine you successfully operate 1 restaurant. Then you operate 2. Then 5. Now you're no longer depending on one location. You're managing a portfolio of restaurants, each producing its own sales while sharing the same underlying brand and operating system. So, is owning a McDonald's easy money? No. You need significant capital. You have to qualify. You have to complete the training. You have to operate the restaurant. You have to manage employees, costs, and customers. And your actual profit depends heavily on the individual location and how well you run it. But if you can build a profitable restaurant and eventually scale to multiple locations, the economics become much more interesting. Because you're not really buying a burger restaurant. You're buying into a business system. And the real question isn't, how much money does a McDonald's make? It's, after everyone else gets paid, how much of that money can the owner actually keep?